Greetings, YouTube. Today I want to do kind of a DNA activation or remembrance of sorts for us, the collective that embodies the human vessel known as Andrew. In it, we were shown how the sphere of the zodiac creates what we would perceive as a bottom level and a top level, so in the middle is the sphere. Now, I'm going to be talking about the winter energies. And in the winter energies, half of our family here, two of us were born during the winter time, the time of the waning light of the year. And we were born in winter. And winter's held a special place in my heart. Not that I like cold weather and everything, but it's just interesting, the energies that govern the winter time. As we move into, when we move through the wheel of the year, whether you're looking at it from a zodiac reference point or more of an indigenous tradition reference point. You can even look at it from a pagan reference point, being they did one called the Wheel of the Year. Well, anyway, it's interesting to note that during the underworld energies govern the wintertime. They're like being governed by the galactic underworld energies as well as the underworld energies of Earth, as the underworld does play a part in the creationary process along with the middle world and the upper worlds. And in my experience, I personally have had trips to the underworld, and it's not like people think. Yes, it is the plane closest to Earth, and yes, you could say it's the plane of emotions from an astral standpoint. That would be correct. A lot of ghosts end up there. Ones that can't find their way through the void back to what they would call home after they leave the Earth's shell of incarnation. Well, anyway, I'm going to talk about winter from a galactic standpoint here today and the reference points with it. Now, it's interesting because the light that governs the wintertime from remembrance or teachings, for the lack of a better word, is the moonlight. The moonlight governs the winter as a correspondence because the moon is a luminary, much like the sun. The moon is a luminary. And with that, you can be born with the moonlight. You can be birthed on the moonlight, and you can be birthed with the sunlight as well. With the moonlight, the phase is interesting because on my personal phase, I was born on a waning moon, waxing and waning moon, waxing gibbous. Remember correctly, it was the phase I was born in. But still, moonlight nonetheless came through the portal. The portal being the Stargate that births life, brings life through the star portal into the materialization from the diamond or crystal realms through the sacred waters. And I'm not fond of cold anymore. I used to love the winter and stuff, but on a galactic standpoint, the winter is governed by from the cycles, the Cygnus, which is a constellation of the Swan. And in the Cygnus constellation, it's cold, and it is cold area. It is the diamond, rain. It's a diamond world. It's very, very beautiful, very gorgeous there. And there are several diamond constellations in existence within what we would call the diamond universe, or the crystalline universe. Both separate, yet together at the same time. Paradox. And so that gets governed. And winter kind of reminds me of the movie Frozen. Elsa being what I would perceive as the goddess of winter, or you could say personification of the dark energy, because typically there's three aspects associated with the winter time, and that is the personification of dark energies, or the dark template of existence, which is the same as the void template of existence, which light can birth itself from. Light can create itself, so anybody that's originally a void-based being most likely created their own light, and then thus created themselves, in essence. Instead of having a creator above you, you created yourself, because you gave birth to your own light. This is a very interesting, complex, and deep topic. But the winter was popping up because of the name Elsa, which is popping up lately, and stuff like that. And Frozen, I think of Frozen like being the crystalline, the freezing, to me, reminds me of the crystalline aspects of materialization. She's creating crystalline diamond structures from the winter, from the snow, as freezing water. My understanding is that this gift is rare. It's rare in certain beings. And those that are born with winter, in wintertime, can have an affinity towards this gift of being able to manifest that, kind of like going through a portal. I know Once Upon a Time did a show about Elsa going through a portal, which is a mirror, which is interesting because mirrors are portals. Same with windows, they're portals to other dimensions or other worlds. And then she basically turned into water, which I found very interesting. As these things are their own intelligences too, because water holds memory and stuff. But the winter time is associated with both, to me, the white aspects, or white aspects, and the dark aspects, so the paradoxical aspects of creation, or the two poles of creation. But it's governed by like your moon and stuff. Now the sun is not as powerful during the winter time of year, and a lot of times you'll in your dreams you may, I'm not saying you can't do this year round, but winter is a powerful portal when it comes to certain aspects, or the darker energies of beings that come around, because of the ones that are associated with winter. We look into traditions, and you'll see the Holly King and the Oak King. Holly King rules half the year, the Oak King rules the other half of the year, which I find very interesting. And the portals associated with winter would be, for my own studies, would be that of Arcturus. There's Arcturian portals involved. Bird races, the Aven races, are very much involved, which are linked to spirit, to wind, to air. And Aquarian is a prevalent sign, which, again, half of us in this household, according to Western zodiac, Western tradition, is an Aquarian. And find it a lot interesting. But there's a lot of energies going on in the wintertime, like there is in the summertime. And it's very interesting if you study other ancient traditions of like the zodiac type things. No, Native Americans have their own teachings in regards to that. And I just wanted to get on and have a discussion about how the zodiac is like a sphere. So you have your circle on the bottom, and you have your circle on the top, and it creates a spherical toroidal field in the middle. And if we look at ourselves, we're organized quite the same way, where our aura is like a sphere around us, and it can be amplified in many directions, and it can be very strong. Right now is a strong time for people to work with the aura. Close your eyes, strengthen your aura, repair it. You can call on beings of Saturn. Beings of Saturn can help you repair damaged auric fields if you have it. I personally have done this myself, because my auric field has received damage before I was able to feed it the proper nutrients. Yes, you can feed your aura light nutrients, which would come in the realms of fruits, nuts and seeds. That would be the highest light that you can actually, nutrient-wise, that we can give our physical bodies, which transcends into the energetic body, because it's the energetic body that informs the physical body of, like, its place, or its design. Remember, the light is intelligence. The light's an intelligent field. Energies are their own intelligence fields, and we interact with these intelligence fields on a daily basis. And these are very much the intelligent fields. And we're organized into intelligence, and it is my feelings that we are not even close as a society right now in studying these intelligences, because if you understood these intelligences, you wouldn't have to come up with certain strange experimental procedures to do something, because it already exists in nature. We look to nature, some would call nature God, whatever you prefer to call it. We look to nature because nature has the answer. In your backyard is a pharmaceutical. Pharmaceuticals are in your backyard, if you know what you're looking for. And so this is kind of all over the place, but these are just kind of some thoughts I was thinking about recently. I kind of just wanted to come on and record a video about them. And just some stuff. I was going to do a presentation on it, but I'm like, no, I think we're just going to hop on here and I'm just going to do this video, because I'm not really big. I can write well, but it's my wife that's the artist of the household. Well, anyway, these were just some thoughts. I'm going to probably come on here and do another thought video in some time, just depends. But I was just thinking about winter. Really is entering my mind's eye, right? And winter is just feeling on it, and the connection with the land of eternal coldness. And there are lands like that across the vast universe, or the vast cosmos, in the parts of the cosmos that we would perceive as being dark. They're not lifeless, though. They are full of life, but governed by other forms of intelligences. I think some of these forms of intelligences we knew about, and we're hopefully getting back to the point where we remember the vastness of the unified field intelligences that stretch across the cosmos. Anyway, I will see you all next time. Bye for now.